So here we are, Lisa.
Sarah.
Mark was really worried when I sent him the clips of the film. He said, why are you calling her Sarah? Anyway, we just arrived at Ideal World. We're going to go and find our little room to set up in. Here we are. Hiya. How are you? Hello. Say hello. Hello. Say hello to my subscribers.
Yeah.
So we're in our little makeup room, aren't we, in Ideal World? There's not quite enough room for Lisa's breasts.
Oh my God.
It's either your breasts or mine. It can't have all our breasts in this room.
Oh God.
So we're here hours early. I just bitten a great big lump out of my lip, which isn't great because we're going to be doing a two-hour show. We were going to be doing 1 hour and then a 1 hour break and then another hour.
Yeah.
But it's better really because it means we're finished by 11. Because then I've got to head off to Birmingham to be ready for Loose Women Live in the morning. And Lisa, what are you filming tomorrow?
Something with Keith Lemon.
Oh
shopping.
yeah, Keith Lemon. She's doing
shopping.
Keith Lemon. So she's got to get back to London. So unfortunately we get in different cars and go in opposite directions. That's not nice.
No.
You only need to stay together.
No.
But never mind. So it's almost 9 o'clock. Lisa and I still farting about. And we're just about to go into the studio on Ideal World for Ideal World show on Van Beautiful. We'll see you later. Actually, you're going to film a bit, aren't you, while I'm on there? Look at this lighting. Lisa, look at this lighting. It's gorgeous. Bloody hell, we look bloody gorgeous. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. I'm going to try and take a photo of us at the same time. Oh my God, we're gorgeous. Oh no, we're not. We're more gorgeous this way. Gorgeous this way. This way. Oh God. Oh look, I'm missing teeth.
Have one.
15 seconds, stand by. 5 seconds, camera 9.
I just can't believe I'm back after 2 hours.
I know, we had to have you for 2 hours.
Well,
We
it
had
flew
to.
by last time. Literally, I thought it was a mistake.
Yeah.
I've got to go home now.
This is incredible. It's lovely to have you, by the way, and it really is a privilege to talk to you as well.
Thank you.
Because we're talking about hair loss, we're talking about Van Beautiful, also suitable for vegans, which is fantastic news for everyone, and cruelty-free. So there's a lot of important points behind. You're so open about sort of your experience as well when you noticed that your hair was thinning, because you know you have such beautiful hair, and to see that difference, it must have been really sort of heart-wrenching for you.
Well, it was, as I was saying earlier, I'd always had, from a really young age, very thick, very curly hair. Oh, it's 2 a.m. in the morning, exhausted, turn the bath off. But yeah, it's a great day. And tomorrow I do proper home time, but not till late, because I've got the late news live. So good night, everybody, for now. See you tomorrow.
Okay, so it's Friday afternoon. We're I'm just editing Green Fingered Hell, and we talked about the Alabama abortion law, which was actually passed, wasn't it? Shortly after we talked about it, I saw that it was signed into law. Anyway, I'm just going to turn you around, and Maddie is going to read to you some of the most bizarre comments from Republicans in America about rape, and how that impacts on whether abortions should be allowed for victims of rape and things like that. So hold on 1 second.
So there's this photo that's gone around everywhere. Everybody I know is posting it. It's gone viral, of members of these Republicans talking about rape. So this one man called Clayton Williams said, "Rape is kind of like the weather. If it's inevitable, relax and enjoy it."
Oh my God.
A man called Todd Akin said, "If it's a legitimate rape, the female body has ways to shut that thing down." Rick Santorum said, "Rape victims should make the best of a bad situation."
Oh my God.
Richard Murdoch said, even when life begins in that horrible situation of rape, that is something that God intended to happen. A woman called Jodie Laubenberg said, in the emergency room they have what's called rape kits where a woman can get cleaned out. And then a man, Loris Lockman, said, if a woman has the right to an abortion, why shouldn't a man be free to use his superior strength to force himself on a woman? At least the rapist's pursuit of sexual freedom doesn't, in most cases, result in anyone's death.
Oh my God.
And these are them, and that's the photos of the people that have said it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's shocking. Everybody's like, we're back to the dark ages.
The medieval ages.
I know.
I can't actually believe those.
It's terrible.
It's terrifying.
I know. There's this 11-year-old in America who was raped, and
Yeah.
she can't have an abortion now because of
You're
the
joking.
law. So this 11-year-old's going to have to...
Yeah, I've got this horrible feeling that we're kind of moving into a new age of what I call a modern barbarism. It's like we've learnt nothing. It's like we've
And I
come
mean,
nowhere.
Just look at the men that have voted for it.
Oh my God. Yeah, look at the men. Like, do they have any...
All white men, I mean...
all controlling what happens in a woman's body?
They shouldn't have a say on it at all.
It flabbergasts. You know, there are a few things in life where I feel that it's not about... It's like Nadia said the other night. You know, you can have different opinions based on faith. You can have different ideas on it. But surely there comes a point where no one has the right to enforce on anyone else their way of living. I mean, it might be appropriate for these men, and they might want to, you know, suggest to their wives and to their, you know, it'd be interesting to know if any of those men, if their wives were raped, what would they just say? Oh, yeah, well, and got pregnant. Well, we'll just keep the back. It's totally selective and elective. Anyway, what I was going to say was there are a few subjects where I feel that it's irrefutably the case that people are wrong.
Yeah, I think that's
And to
so
say
wrong.
things like that, it's wrong.
Yeah, and people are saying, how are they're so fast to act on abortion. I mean, these people are quicker to make abortion illegal and act on it than rape.
Yeah.
I mean, rape should be dealt with like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the fact that doctors could face a death penalty for helping a woman abort a child is ridiculous.
I can't even believe it.
There's no amount of faith or belief or anything that can...
No.
I mean, by killing a doctor, you know, who's given somebody an abortion, you're doing exactly what you said.
Yeah.
The thing about abortion, you know, people will
Exactly.
say abortion's bad because you're killing a life. If you kill a doctor that's helped to abortion, you're killing a life.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
Why can someone explain to us why people feel so compelled to comment on something that is other people's business?
Yeah, I mean, if anybody should have voted for having abortion's illegal and everything, I think it should have been female Republicans that should have voted for it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even if they had the same decision, they're at a more of understanding than a man is. I mean, they don't have a uterus, they don't have a period every month.
And here's the weird thing. I always remember, bizarrely, a TV critic, for some reason, Clive James, was talking about this subject years ago. And he said, it doesn't really matter anyway whether it's legal or illegal. What abortions will happen. So
yeah, exactly. They're just going to happen illegally, which means it's going to be even more unsafe.
Even more dangerous for the mother, and even more driven underground. So it's not about whether you should have an abortion or not. By making it illegal, you simply drive it underground.
This is my problem with most things being made illegal. But that is shocking, isn't it?
That's so shocking.
So it's home time, but I'm not at home. I'm here at the NEC. There's all the team, very glamorous. Syra over there getting made up. Colleen having a nice cup of tea. We're feeling very excited but quite nervous because we've just been into the auditorium and it's a 2,000-seater, which is quite something when you see it, 2,000 seats. So, we're going to have another rehearsal, we've got another meeting. We've been having meetings and rehearsals all day. And then at 6:30 we are up and ready and raring to go. But it's mad out there at the NAC, absolutely crazy. Thousands and thousands of people. And loads of shops and loads of food, and it's really nice. It kind of takes me back a bit to the old days when I was doing theatre and touring in the back of a bus. It's a bit like that. But a little bit more glamorous because it's telly.
No, stop! Leave Chi-Chi alone!
Well, tough Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi. Oh no!
Coffee
He
likes
keeps
to
doing
walk
this.
Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi just puts up with it.
No.
Help, Chi-Chi!
Oh, Chi-Chi. Wait, she just suddenly stopped.
And the way Chi-Chi just accepts it.
Hi guys. I keep forgetting to vlog today. I have got a really sore throat, and this is really, really annoying because, of course, I'm wanting to get on with my fitness. I mean, fortunately, it's a rest day today, but I really wanted to come for a run. Do you find that when you get a sore throat and a runny nose, it just kind of smacks your energy levels? Anyway, Nads is up in Birmingham doing her late loose. God, how much looser can they become? I daresn't think where it could go. Was that lightning? Did I see lightning before me?
So, Donna here and Syra. Syra's actually having cosmetic surgery just before she goes. She's actually having her eyeball removed. She's having her eyeball removed, twisted around and put somewhere else so that she's fully ready for 2,000 audience members.
That's a big stage, babe.
That's big. It's a big stage.
I mean, when you look out there, it's like the whole of Calcutta.
Andrea's really looking forward to it. Aren't you, Andrea?
I am. I can't wait.
She's having her eyeball removed
I know.
too.
I am. I'm just having an awake eye painted on. It's amazing. It's amazing what they can do these days.
Yeah, they're making it extra beautiful today. It's really rather marvellous.
It's taking a long time.
Yeah.
Anyway, last time there was a thunderstorm in Crystal Palace Park, I positioned myself directly underneath that in order to get struck. Weird. The thrill of potentially dodging lightning. Years and years ago I did a documentary for National Geographic about lightning strike research, and we had to climb up to the top of a very big, I guess it was a mini mountain hill in the Rockies in Colorado, and check on these steel or iron struts. Anyway, we interviewed a woman who had been struck by lightning no less than 8 times. 6 of those times while she was on the landline phone, and it hit the house, came down the cord, through a telephone receiver and into her head. There you go. I like everything I do to have a little frisson of excitement and potential death.
So what are we? We're behind the scenes. What are we?
We're behind
the scenes. We're behind. I am farting with every step I take, which hopefully means I won't on stage. I get nervous wind when I'm in front of a big audience.
Telling me while I'm linking arms with you.
So here we go. We are doing our last walk to the theatre.
Walk of shame.
Yes.
I bet everyone's thinking they could have dressed up.
I pay good money.
If I'm honest, I find it really, really disconcerting, all this stuff that's going on. Someone posted on our YouTube thing, why are people in the UK bothered about what's happening to people in America regarding the Alabama abortion laws? And it's really struck a chord in our household, I think. The idea that wherever in the world, especially in a so-called Western democracy, which we like to think we're all in, though I beg to debate what the meaning of democracy is when you have such a limited choice of people and viewpoints to vote for. But there we go, that's another argument. You know, that there could be any suggestion that there could be any situation in which rape is right and abortion not a possibility, or that the idea that rape is somehow less important than a woman having an abortion. I mean, you know, my girls, they're looking at a world where ecologically things appear to be getting worse, or if not worse, then we're getting to an absolute crunch point. We've got the Brexit thing, which I don't want to open that whole can of worms, but I do think in a world where pulling together can only be better with limited resources rather than pulling apart. That's just my sense of things anyway. And then this, I don't know, it just feels like in every area of life. We're taking steps backwards. Backwards. I don't want to go back to the strange values of the 40s and 50s all over the world, dictated by middle-class white men, and I'm a middle-class white man.
So we've just arrived in our backstage bit. We're feeling a bit like One Direction now, because now we've gone from municipal chairs to white leather sofas. So this is it. We're even being filmed. Look, filming by filming of filming.
Lovely makeup for us tonight. I'm doing my Instagram. Get on.
Oh look team, it's the never-ending roster of strange and interesting things happening at Crystal Palace. Look, we're going to become Formula One. I think they do the vintage motor racing cars. I'd love to see them actually. I reckon they go hurtling around here. Look, let's put the crash barrier up. Come on Toffs, Gigi, come on. I don't know if any of you guys saw in the news today that a restaurant in Rome has come under fire for charging £70 for 2 burgers and 3 coffees. At first I thought, bloody hell, and then I thought, you wouldn't get that much change from 70 quid in London. 3 coffees, say a slightly inflated price, central London, £6 to £8. They could probably charge an unsuspecting tourist. Burgers, you can sometimes charge up to 20 quid each, couldn't you? 20, 40, 10, 60. Yeah, might be shocking in Rome. Why isn't it shocking in London?
So Mark, so Nanny Di, I'm here at the NEC Birmingham. And they're asking me whether you've... Can you get the curtain pole up?
All I keep seeing is the drill.
But the trouble is, I bought the curtains too short. Oh no, it's a bloody disaster. Honestly, when we let you see the rest of the house, you literally won't believe it. But anyway, these are vlogettes. Hey. Yeah, they're missing you. They wanted to give you a big kiss. And the girls. Oh, lovely. Mwah.
Right, I'm going to stop and I'm just going to listen to the birds. I am. Just going to do it now. Real-time silence. What I love about silence is there's no such thing as silence. Even when we were in the Arctic and there was no sound, there was literally no sound, you heard sound, if you know what I mean. It was a sort of damp, I must talk to you guys about the Arctic actually. I found some photos which I'm going to pop on my Instagram later. The Arctic, my trip to the Arctic was a major moment in my life. I had my nervous breakdown when I got back. I faced so many demons when I was there, stuff that I'm still working out. I feel like I saw the edge of human existence in a way, and the edge of the human planet in a way that very few people get the privilege to see. And in so seeing it, it slightly flicked me over the edge, never to fully really recover. But maybe that's for another time, eh? Okay, so what else is going on tonight? Sorry, it's boring old me again. Hopefully this is going to be interspersed with fabulously colourful behind-the-scenes material of Nadia doing Late Loose.
We are backstage.
Sorry, you've got my coffee.
Just waiting to go actually into the auditorium and have a look. Colleen's used to all this. She's huge in Japan.
I have got that Friday feeling though. I'd like to go out. You know, we're going to the Elton John premiere on Monday, and if I'm honest, I feel a little bit nervous, but at the same time, I'm really excited. Nervous because I want to, you know, I'd like to be able to have a drink and have a laugh, but not nervous because Elton John's the ultimate non-drinker, isn't he? And so, if you're going to go anywhere where you don't have to fucking have a drink, it's where Elton John's going to be. And I'm a big Elton John fan. I'm slightly concerned if I see him, I might want to polish his glasses and just say, God, Elton, I really like you. And then just stand there and look at him. And knowing me, I'd probably sweat. That's always a problem when you meet someone you really, really admire, for me anyway, is that sweat starts to pour down my head and my armpits. And as Kiki said when we once bumped into Tracy Emin, the artist, my nipples go hard. Very, very, very odd, very unpalatable, very strange.
We're going to go in now and see the auditorium and see for the first time what 2,000 seats looks like.
I'm actually getting nervous now. Just said that.
Well, you've got big enough rollers for it.
Oh, just come out of Sainsbury's and just had a call from Nads. Bless her. She's. I was just looking on Insta stories and it's all very exciting backstage, but she's a little bit nervous. Bless her. And I don't ever say it enough. I'm dead bloody proud of my missus. She's a damn fine entertainer. I tell you what, it's very hard to straddle that balance between being funny and authentic and honest and true and warm and cuddly and lovely. I always say to people when I meet them through work or whatever, and they discover or find out that I'm married to Nadia Sawalha off the telly, they go, oh, what's she like? What's she like? I say, well, she's exactly as she is on screen. The only problem for her at home is, of course, because she does so much talking in her day-to-day life and in the real world, I see her slightly more silent her. But it's not that silent, that's for sure. But anyway, no, I just wanted to say, good on you, babe. You're going to be fine. Enjoy. Get on that stage, knock 'em dead. I'm sure you'll be sharing some of the most embarrassing things you can about you and about your family and everything like that. And the less I know, the better.
The makeup girls and wardrobe have just done an amazing job today. We are feeling fabulous.
So Subs and Nadia Sawalha off the telly. Nadia Sawalha off the telly is on the stage tonight, so she's Nadia Sawalha off the telly on the stage. It's not often you're that, are you? Look, I could have gone for the easy option and gone to Morley's, shoveled chicken into them, torn the skin off, eaten the chicken and claimed I'd had a protein meal, but no. Oh, no, 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 Miss Nadia Sawalha off the telly. Kiki has got 2 sea bass, runner beans, admittedly some spicy chuck chips. Maddie has a medium to well done steak with broccoli, a bijou mayonnaise on the side, straight out the tub, Hellman's, and some spicy chips. I am having no carbs because it's an exercise-free day, so I'm having 4 bits of sea bass, shitloads of broccoli, shitloads of runner beans, and I'm probably going to eat nuts later like a sad, psychotic squirrel. There you go, Nadia Sawalha off the telly. I hope Nadia Sawalha on the stage has a good evening, and we hope to see Nadia Sawalha off the telly at home soon, don't we? And then she'll be Nadia Sawalha in the home.
Ready? We've got to be finally dressed, made up at 6:10. Apparently the queue goes round the block. We are all shitting ourselves. Syra, show your gold eyeshadow. Isn't that gorgeous?
Nadia, where's your footage? Anyway, I was holding out, sorry guys, I was holding out for a little bit more footage from Nads, maybe behind the scenes, maybe after the show or something, but I think it's a bit hard for her to upload and send it, so if there is anything, we'll feature it in the weekend vlog. So I'm going to go and collapse on the sofa with my sore throat, and I'm going to watch some shit telly, or I might watch a film. I'll probably be asleep in 5-10 minutes. Kiki's in bed, Maddie's with a friend. And my chest is getting itchier and itchier by the day. Oh God, oh God, it's all lumpy.
Oh well, the show was a huge success. Sorry, I couldn't really film because there was so much going on and we had to do interviews and there was all sorts of things happening. But it was an amazing night, incredible couple of days, totally exhausted. And on my way home, so tomorrow we'll be back to proper family vlogging. But from me, good night.